The average man with a bachelor's degree will earn about $2.2 million in his lifetime, which is a lot of the money, but Bezos makes that in under just 15 minutes, which is mind-blowing. He makes the estimate $149,000 every minute. By the end of this video, Bezos is going to make more money than you would in your entire life. I know that these numbers can damage your self-esteem because making that kind of numbers seems impossible. Forbes estimated his net worth much bigger than the entire British royal family. It's living proof that you can get wealthier than everyone in royal families if you are the right mindset and the skill. So here in this video we are going to take a look at the 7 skills that you need to start building wealth. Without mastering these skills, you will not go far, especially financially. So if you want to get out of the dark financial positions that you are in, listen carefully because you are about to find out the skill that will help you to become financially free. They may not directly earn you more money like crypto, copywriting, coding, or the marketing, but in many ways they are far more important. And I would go as far as to say, without them you will achieve nothing. But that's far more important in this given in this video thumbs ups because there is no other way to let YouTube know that this video is great other than interacting with it, which means giving thumbs ups and commenting. It doesn't matter what you comment, just go down to the comments sections and type whatever you want. And let's see if that is going to help this video get promoted. Persuasive skills. Take a look at any businesses, you realize that all they do is sell. Sometimes it's the service or the products, or quite often the product is not even a product by them. But they know how to sell it. If you are good at salesman, you will never be poor because the world of the capitalism thinks for the moment. Let's say you have the great selling skills. All that is left you for do is to pick the product. And it's a matter of the time before you sell enough to be drawn in the pile of cash. There is the reasons why people buy from one person and ignore others. There are the reasons why people prefer to buy one company and not from thousands of others. And if you are serious about the building real wealth, you can simply skip these skills. Because without it, you can't go far. Seeing that doesn't necessarily mean selling a product. You might need to sell yourself on your team to get that investments. When you're in a job interview, you're trying to sell yourself to get that positions, and the better persuasion skills you have, the higher the salary you will be able to negotiate. The best way to pump up your persuasive skills is to become the salesman, just to learn those skills. Every day you will be talking to dozens of the people trying to sell them something, and will be only a matter of the time before you will be completely comfortable selling anything to anyone. Playing chess. If you know how to play chess, then you understand the importance of the strategy. The goal isn't to get rid of your opponents every soldier, but rather focus on his greatest weaknesses and trap him. As soon as you're rid of this kind, he is done. Before making any move, you should be able to set at least a few steps ahead of you, because you don't win the game by the scenes move, but rather a bunch of the moves carefully planned ahead, which is how you also build the businesses. The game of the chess helps you to see the bigger picture instead of just focusing on what's happening now. It helps to understand that it is alright to lose small battles in the short run in order to win the game in the end. Chess is about strategy, and without strategy you can't build wealth. Patience. Do you know how most people lose money? A stocks or an asset suddenly starts rising for one reason or another. It's all over the news. Everyone talks about it. From the outside, it seems like it's a lifetime opportunity, so you feel like you are missing out. You don't want to sit aside and watch how everyone is making a fortune while you are not. So you jump in, but then suddenly have bubble burst, the stocks crashed, and you lose your entire investments. Is that what happened with the GameSpot? For example, that's why you have to learn to be patient. Don't be driven by your emotions. There is the quick way to get rich. Of course, there are the opportunities that time to time comes and go that could earn the millions and no matter the few years. But that's rare, and if you want to take advantage of the such opportunities, you have to spot them way before the public does. I have seen the countless numbers of the people who lost fortunes just because they weren't patient enough. It's not an easy skill to master, but if you don't master it, you are going to get back to your dark financial positions sooner or later. Even if you win the lottery, self-educated, if there's one lesson you will take out of this video, let it be this one. When you go to school, you are brainwashed into thinking that the place where you learn, you need some to teach you something, and then you have to colleague to learn something that you can be a valuable member of society. But what happens instead of you memorize a bunch of the useless facts that you later on write down on the test, and then a few months later you forget absolutely everything. Here's what I hate the most about the schools. Well, whenever I used ask my teachers about the point of the learning, she would always reply, "You will need it in the future." It's important for the something along those lines, but was never the good reasons to motivate me to learn that, which is why I think the entire school system is broken. The teacher has a way to teach, and she assumes that methods works with everyone, which is not the case. People are different. Imagine if you are in the school and you learn the things that will really help you in life. Just a simple example of why you should never rely on the traditional institutions for knowledge is you never learn anything about the stuff that matters, such as money, relationships, social skills, and many more. So, learning how to teach yourself is the most important skills ever. You no longer need a degree or something, especially since we have this thing called the internet. You can turn on your computer and teach yourself whatever you want. Stay in focus. Let me give you one of the best ways to get rich. This advice works with everyone, and it has been working since the day human exists. Spends over $10,000 hours mastering a skill that is the demand to becoming the great at it. In fact, be best at it, and then everyone comes for that. Take taxes are complicated, for example, but everyone has to do their taxes from the individuals to companies. Businesses are willing to pay a fortune if you can help them to avoid paying some taxes. So if you become the really good at accounting and especially taxes, you can charge the huge amount of the money in exchange for financial advice. As long as there is the demand for these skills, you are going to make the fortune. If you have businesses, would you pay the accountant $1,100 if he can save you $1 million in the taxes, for example? I think yes, but the only way to master any skills is to learn to stay focused. 6. Silence. When you are trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear. And the less in control. Even if you are saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it value open-ended. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish. If you have read the 48 Laws of Power, you probably know the power of the silence. To build a successful businesses, you need to be able to know how to deal with people, and silence is a skill that very few have mastered. Your silence will put people in the defensive situations and will make them say more and relevant about themselves and their intention more. By saying less than necessary, people will take your words more seriously and will listen to them more carefully, hence making them more valuable. Confidence. Yes, confidence is a skill. Some people are naturally confident, but the vast majority of us have to learn it. Everything starts with believing in yourselves, in your abilities, in your desires to take risks, and you cannot do that unless you are confident enough. Everyone is talented, but most people lack of the courage to take that steps and start that businesses, or ask for the promotion, or say no to everything else in order to find the time to work on what truly matters. I had the huge problems with the confidence back when I was a kid, and as I started working on myself and became more confident, everything has changed. By the way, I have made a short course of my journey of how I develop confidence. The link will be in the descriptions. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, give this thumbs up for the YouTube algorithms, and if you are new around here, then subscribe and turn on notifications. We are trying our best to make the great videos for you and hopefully help you achieve your financial goals. Thanks for watching, and until next time.